the whole thing with these damn NPCs just going out and having nothing better to do than to shriek about some game that they're never going to play anyway being offensive to them because they just can't stomach something they don't like even existing. It's not a matter of live and let live. Like, oh, you can have that over there, but keep it out of my stuff. No, they don't even want it existing. Like I mentioned earlier, they don't even financially support themselves. They won't even buy their own woke garbage. They don't want this stuff. They just want to destroy ours. And this, I believe, is a symptom of the fact that in most of the first world right now, these NPCs live in a society of nothing but manufactured problems. That is one of the huge downsides of a very safe and comfortable first world society. Is humans aren't designed to live in an environment like that. It's just, it's why we've survived as long as we've had. We have that danger sense. We're always on the lookout for danger so we can avoid it and not die. And some people like me, I'd be more than fucking happy to just ignore the rest of the world and just dive into my hobbies. I'd love to do that. But I can't because I have these morons trying to destroy my hobbies constantly. If I don't fight them, then they're going to destroy it all. I know that I am the exception to the rule. I know that I am a rare breed because most people are incapable of living a life of peace. This is another reason why world peace is never going to be a thing, because most people can't live that way. As soon as they run out of threats, as soon as they run out of real problems, they manufacture problems. They invent problems to fight against, just so they can feel important, just so they can feel alive, whatever. Just so they can feel like they've accomplished something, because they are worthless. They can't accomplish anything when left up to their own devices, and all of the real problems in the world are pretty much solved, at least relative to the third world. You don't have to worry about anything. No, you don't have to worry about food, shelter, any of that. There's very few people here in the U.S. that are like actually homeless with nothing, because unless you're really mentally ill, chances are you're gonna be able to stay at a homeless shelter. You may have to go to one run by the church, which requires attending church services for 1 or 2 hours a day to kind of as your payment for taking their charity, basically. But you can be taken care of as long as you're not mentally unstable and disruptive. So these guys, these NPCs especially, if you notice a common theme in them, is they're almost every single one of them comes from a rich or upper middle class white family and they had no real problems at any point in their life, and I guess they're feeling left out. Like, well, I want to feel important too. I want to feel virtuous too. Oh, I know. I'm going to make it my personal crusade to fight against sexist air conditioning. And that's how they end up in our hobbies. They have no real problems in their lives, so they just look over the fence to see what their neighbors are doing, and they see their neighbors are enjoying something they don't approve of, so their new goal in life is to destroy that thing that their neighbors like, because they don't like it, and thus it shouldn't be allowed to exist. No one should be allowed to have it. And sadly, the only way to fix these people is they need real problems to get some damn perspective. This is why in other videos and streams I've mentioned before that there is a subset of people that needs to suffer. Because if they're not suffering, they're making everyone else suffer. They need to constantly have real problems and real suffering in their life, because if they don't, they make it up. They invent some massive evil to fight against. Now, you see this on the right and the left. Like, oh my God, video games are the scourge of the earth. We need to protect our youth from these vile video games. Yeah, video games. over-sexualization of any kind. So basically anything that men find appealing, oh, we got to get rid of that. Yeah, that's yet another reason you got that soy boy epidemic. You guys aren't noticing the pattern here? Yeah, I guess they're not. They make up fucking problems. They find villains. It's exactly like the professional victims I always talk about, and why the regressive stack inevitably unravels. Professional victims must always be oppressed by somebody, so once the current oppressor is dealt with, they find someone else to claim is oppressing them, because that's what they need to do to keep the money coming in. They don't want a real job. They want to just be given money for existing and being a victim all the time. So they need to keep making shit up to keep victimizing them. And in the process of doing that, they destroy everything we love, because for whatever reason, me playing a video game they don't like is somehow victimizing them, so they turn it into this big public crusades to get rid of it, and then they have a legitimate claim because everyone hates their fucking guts because of this, and then they complain that everyone hates them, as if it's not their fault. Like, oh, it's because of my victim status that everybody hates me. No. We hate you because you're a horrible piece of shit. Like Diversity in Comics has been saying for the past few months in his videos, SJWs are the most evil people humanity has ever created. And this is from a guy who was in 2 wars and actually fought Al-Qaeda terrorists, and the Taliban and all that. And as he points out, even the terrorists, they at least have a goal. They have some end goal for what they are doing. These NPCs don't. They just want to make you miserable. That is their goal, is to make you suffer. And if the only way to fix this is to make sure that they are constantly suffering and they don't have time to make up these problems because they're always too busy dealing with real problems, then that's something we're going to have to figure out if we ever want to fix this damn issue.